Welcome back, friends. Today is day 53 of my journal, and this is a continuation on my series about emotions. Being able to control your emotions isn't what you think it is. You think it's controlling how you feel in the moment, controlling the physiological responses that are going on within your body. And what I've learned from studying this and trying it out in my own life, it is very difficult to be able to control the immediate feeling that comes from the situation you're in, no matter the situation. But what I've learned that I can control is my actions with those feelings still within me. There's some days where you don't feel like doing anything. You wake up and you're in a bad mood. And you have two choices in this moment. You can do nothing and act on that bad mood. Or you could act like it was a good mood. Because in my opinion, if you can be in a bad mood for no reason, if you can be in a bad mood for no reason, why can't you be in a good mood for no reason? And what I've learned is how to change that bad mood into a good mood. And it's a stupid trick, but you start acting like you are in a good mood, and your physiology tends to follow. You tend to become what you think about yourself. If you think of yourself as a happy, helpful person, someone that has good days and can get through anything they face, you're going to be far more successful and far more resilient when it comes to challenges and hardship in your life than when you think of yourself as thrown about, tossed about with the sea. That life just happens to you. You don't affect any of it. You're just there. You're just living. You're going to find that you're going to have a much harder time getting through those tough challenges. When you're a victim in every story, you have an external locus of control. You want an internal locus of control. You want to be able to believe that you can affect the outcomes of your life. Because if you don't believe that, why would you try to get better? Why would you try to improve your life? You don't believe you have agency. You don't believe you have a choice. And I think that's one of our best powers to change our life. It's one of our best tools to change our life, is to realize that we have agency. And you can decide that you will believe you can affect things. You can change things within your scope of life. And living the other way is a fast track to depression and anxiety. Those are normal human emotions, but if life is just happening to you, it's really hard. It's really hard to feel like you have any control in your life because it's your belief that you don't. Your hard work doesn't matter at all. Your talents don't matter at all. The skills you build don't matter at all. The friendships, the relationships, because you have no effect on life. That's not true. You do have an effect on life. You do leave your mark. But it's a harder thing to come to terms with. That you have a responsibility for your life and your choices. Because you're not incapable of changing. So if you haven't changed up until this point and you're trying to change your external locus of control into an internal locus of control, what you're going to find is you're going to resist that. Because when you realize that that is true, that it is true that you can affect the world around you, a lot of times you will feel remorse. You will feel sad and maybe upset that you hadn't acted earlier. You will feel remorse that you did not act when you could have, that you went through so many things that you could have avoided. And when you get to that crossroads, when you get to the crossroad and you have feeling the remorse of not making better choices and not taking accountability for your own life and still living thinking that you're a victim, I promise you taking the path of accountability is going to open up your future to so much more growth. So much more out of your life will come when you take accountability for what you do. You are responsible for the actions you take. Yes, you do have to accept that there are some things that are out of your control. I understand that. But for the most part, you can affect a lot of things. If you don't study for the test, and you go into the test, and you fail the test, you can't blame the system. You can't blame the teacher. You can't blame a poor night's rest. You didn't study. You deserve the F. You don't lie down with the lion and not expect to get devoured. When you can take accountability for your actions, for your emotional intelligence, your intellectual intelligence, the skills you develop, that gives you the freedom to choose who you want to be. It's not dictated by society. You can choose to be whatever you want to be. And when you choose to be something, you accept the reality that you can affect the world around you, and you can choose to be that thing. But that comes with a lot of responsibility that you have to accept the actions taken and the steps taken towards the goals that you have. And that's hard. I understand this. But it's worth it. It's worth it to be who you want to become and not have your life chosen by people that don't have your best interests at heart and don't know you the way that you know you. So take those thoughts into consideration. Go out and be the good in the world today. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.